Hi, we're here today with the beautiful Tiya Sircar. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You've been a pretty busy girl lately.
I've been trying to keep busy.
You've done a few movies that we want to talk about today.
Okay.
But first, I want to talk about your work on Vampire Diaries. You just joined the cast, right?
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's been fantastic. It's been kind of a whirlwind and back and forth from LA to Atlanta where the show shoots, but it's been great.
Oh, so it shoots in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I asked the fans to send us some questions for the show, and they want to know, first of all, most importantly, are you for Stefan or for Damon?
That's a good question. I think for different purposes, I'm pro Damon because he keeps everybody on their toes, and he always sort of mixes things up and keeps things spicy. And I'm pro Stefan because he's just so good and so charming and lovely, and I don't know. I love them both, and they're both great guys too. So it's hard to choose, but. Maybe for excitement's sake, pro Damon.
Oh, there you go. If
I had to make a choice, yes. But I love them both.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, how about Tyler? People want to know if you're going to be getting involved with him, or are you guys just strictly friends?
Well, I don't know if I can say that. Clearly I like a lot of people because I started out liking math, and then I went and made out with Tyler. So, I can't really tell you what happens, but I do definitely strike up a friendship with Tyler.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Speaking of all these guys, what's it like working with all these gorgeous-looking men?
Overwhelming. It's a little ridiculous. I don't think I've ever been on one job, on one project where like every guy is just like stunningly beautiful. So it makes going to work, definitely, not a bad day at the office. But yeah, and it's amazing because they're all so nice, and so, and every one of them is charming in their own way. So it's definitely makes going to work more pleasant. Not that it's ever unpleasant to go to work there, but yeah, having all these beautiful men around, it's not a bad thing.
I'm sure that helps. But speaking of possible unpleasantness, are there any parts of the set people want to know that scare you or that are creepy? Especially like the scene you did in the dungeon?
Yeah, the dungeon was probably I guess the creepiest environment that I had to be in, but really more than creepy, it's like lovely, beautiful sets like the Salvatore house and the Lockwood mansion and the Lockwood estate. It's all really gorgeous sets that the crew built. So more lovely and beautiful than creepy, but the dungeon was definitely creepy and dank and dark and kind of spooky.
So you're glad you got that over with.
Yeah, and that's incidentally where I got to make out with Tyler. So it was a little bit of a strange environment to have a make-out scene.
A make-out scene.
It was definitely memorable.
That's true. You'll never forget that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Any spoilers you can tell us about?
I can't tell you any spoilers because Kevin Williamson would probably kill me, but I can tell you that the Halloween episode, which airs this Thursday, is going to be huge and insane, and there's going to be carnage and blood, and Catherine's going to stir things up, and it's going to be a pretty amazing show, so don't miss it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let's move on to some of the movies you've been doing. You have like 3 movies coming out.
Yeah.
Tell me about The Lost Medallion. You taped that in Thailand?
Yes, we shot that in Thailand in the middle of the rainforest, like 50 miles from the Burmese border, and we shot in 1,000-year-old Buddhist temple ruins and bat caves and waterfalls, and it was just amazing. It was like definitely the most unique location shoot I've ever done. It's just incredible. And I got to do my very first fight scene with like spear, and it's set, my part of the story is set about 120 years ago, so I'm like sort of a warrior chick, and I'm fighting legit bad guys that are, all like professional stuntmen, and I'd never done a fight scene before, so it was a definite learning experience, but it was really so much fun. It was a great shoot. That's cool. And I can't wait, I haven't seen the film yet, so...
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I'm dying to see the final.
Do you know when it's coming out?
spring 2011 is what I've been told, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And how about the film The Domino? Was that something that's different than what you usually do?
Yeah, The
or?
Domino Effect. I shot that, it was my first female director, which was a really great experience. She's a Dutch filmmaker, and it was kind of a hodgepodge because it's shot in 6 different countries. I shot in Detroit, and they shot in Cape Town, in Beijing, in New Delhi, and London and Rotterdam. So it's sort of this international cast and Dutch filmmakers, Dutch cinematographer. So it was really an interesting experience, and it's definitely the most dramatic role I've gotten to play on film. So I haven't seen that one either, and I'm really dying to see it and see what it looks like. Yeah.
One more film that I'm dying to ask you about is Friends with Benefits.
Yes.
You got to work with Justin Timberlake. What's that like?
Pretty much a dream come true. I've been in love with Justin Timberlake since maybe I was 14 years old, or I don't even know, long time ago. So I just think the world of him. I think he is the most talented, incredible performer, and just does it all, acts, sings, dances. I mean, he's just incredible. So, and he was really, I mean, no surprise. I figured he would be as nice as he really is. He's just a really nice person who you would think could be, you know, being one of the most famous superstars in the world, could be, I don't know, maybe affected by his fame, but he was just a really nice, funny, approachable guy, to my surprise, and delight.
It's interesting you should say that. Recently, he just credited his parents for making him very down to earth.
Yeah.
That's cool to know it's actually true.
Absolutely. I mean, of course, I like think like I said, I think the world of him. So I expected him to be totally nice to me, but I was just sort of like was hoping that he would be. But he was really, really great and so fun to work with and so fun to watch. I mean, I got to work with Justin Timberlake and Richard Jenkins, who I also I like bow down to him. I think he's amazing, and you know, I got to watch them work together, and it was just a really incredible experience. Now, it was short but sweet.
Short but sweet. Yeah. Now, you've also done comedies. I saw you in 17 Again. What was that like? You were so funny.
Oh, thank you. It was great. It was like it was hardly felt like work. It was just hanging out. You know, the cast, we all became friends, and I got to smack Zac Efron around a little bit. So
that's always fun.
Yeah, that was fun, and I don't know if I'll ever get to say that again. But yeah, that was a great, you know, it was just so much fun, and it was great to get so close to your cast members and stay friends, so that was good.
Cool, well, that's all I have. Do you have anything else for your fans?
I just would love for you to watch this Halloween episode of Vampire Diaries, and then of course stay tuned for the other films that are down the pipeline. Cool. And thanks for watching, I really appreciate it.
Thank you.